Hey everyone, Joe Soto here. Welcome to the Not Your Average Joe Show. And we have a special edition, a special surprise for you today. We are going to talk about the 12 online resources that most marketers don't know about. And I've got a special guest, Andrew Locke, with me today. So stay tuned. I'll be right back with you.
This is the Not Your Average Joe Show, where each week we bring you sales, marketing, and mindset strategies you need to get to your next level. And now, here's your host, international business mentor, Joe Soto.
All right, we've got Andrew Locke in the house.
My goodness.
Not physically in the house. I mean, you're across the pond.
Divided by thousands of miles at the moment, but that's okay.
Thanks for being my guest here, man.
Yeah, pleasure. This is fun stuff to talk about.
I know.
I don't normally get to talk about this stuff, so actually it's fun. It's kind of a different topic.
Well, and we both geek out on this, so I'm pumped to get into this for everybody. This is kind of a special edition. I normally do this show Tuesday and Thursday. We're doing a special Friday show as this starts here. So there's probably people here who may not know who you are or who we are as friends here. So Andrew and I go way back. I was actually part of Andrew's mastermind that he had put together back in like 2000, I want to say 13.
Right, maybe even before, actually.
Yeah, 2012. It would probably be the earliest. And I was part of a mastermind with Andrew. It was one of the first ones I joined. I joined his and another one. Between the two of them, I think I was $100,000 in my investment into myself. And I realized how much fun he is to be working with. So we ended up doing a lot of cool things together. He's one of the smartest marketers I know. And some people refer to you, Andrew, as the Yoda of marketing. And I have to agree.
Yeah, that's funny.
You tend to know things that nobody else knows. And you pull stuff out. You know, these resources that we're going to get into are going to be really cool. So also, we did a mastermind together for a couple of years. And you spoke at my event 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
In 2018, 2019. I would love to have you back again. And so we are pumped to be back together, to do this together. And he's really going to take over from here, just so everybody knows. And just so you know, I told Andrew, I don't want to know the 12 resources you're going to go through. I want to be as surprised as everybody else because I know he's going to unveil some really cool stuff. So, and we'll take some questions. So if you've got a question, you're watching the live show here, if you're actually watching this live, put some questions in, and that might help the listening audience as well down the road when we turn this into a podcast. So, all right, Andrew, you've got a presentation to actually give, which...
Yeah, I even put slides together. So
what?
Such is my serious devotion to this topic. So
Awesome.
I mean, I've always been into resources, and over the years, I guess starting with the Web 2.0 revolution. Oh, hey, Craig. That's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Get those little pop-ups.
And Justin pops up.
Hey, Justin. I starting with that sort of Web 2.0 revolution was when more and more resources became available for us to benefit from. And the challenge these days is there's so many of them, it's hard to keep up with them. But that's one of the things I like to do, aside from running my businesses. And we thought it'd be cool to share some of those with you today. Now, just to sort of a disclaimer, neither Joe or I are connected with any of these companies. We just love what they do, and they're genuinely useful. It's all about basically being more productive.
So we're not going to get like $1 million in affiliate commission from this.
No.
We're just going to give you guys amazing resources. And me too. Just I want to make it clear again. He's given me resources here. I don't know all these.
This is just about providing value to you as a viewer. The resources are all about saving time, saving money, getting things done faster, getting things done easier. And who wouldn't want more of that, right? So without further ado, let's dive in with our 12. The first one is...
Hold on. Wait. Let me go back. So I didn't show them the first screen. Can you go back to that?
The colorful.
Oh, there we go.
12 amazing resources most marketers don't know about. So let's dive in with our first one, which is to do with finding a domain name. Now, there are at least 30 good resources to help you find a domain name for a project or a business. But the one I like the most is, drum roll please, boom, is this one. It's called Lean Domain Search. And it is quite astonishing what it does. Basically, all you need to do is type in a keyword. And I actually showed you this the other day, Joe, when we were looking for something. We were looking for something together. I don't know if you remember.
I do. It is so cool.
This was the one that I showed you. So let me show you how it works. Basically, go to Lean Domain Search and type in a keyword that relates to the topic. So let's say SEO agency. And then within a couple of seconds, it will find you literally thousands of domain names that contain SEO agency plus another word at the start or end. So SEO agency online, SEO agency world, group, media. So you can see these are pretty good domain names. These are all usable domain names. SEO agency network. These are all .coms, by the way. And the fact that it's in green means it is available to register. So these are, I don't know how it does it so fast, but it does it. And let me tell you, you will absolutely find a good domain name using this system, because it comes up with so many ideas that you would never have thought of in a million years. And that's the beauty of this system. So Lean Domain Search is kind of
I've seen other domain search tools that try to do stuff like this.
Yeah.
And none of them do it as well as this one. And I will never not use it. I was using it the next day, is what you don't know.
Oh, good.
From you showing me this, I was already using it the next day. It was so good.
Yeah, I love hearing that. It's
awesome.
It is. I love the simplicity of it, and also the speed. And I use this a lot too. You know, whenever I want to register a new domain for a project or a new business, this is the first place I go, because it just without fail it comes up with something that you go, oh my goodness, that is like, let me grab that right away because that's a great domain, you know.
Okay, so what's the URL people can find this for the listeners?
So it is leandomainsearch.com. Lean as in Lean.
Great. And for everyone on here early, we have a special surprise at the end, a completely free one that Andrew has put together, which includes not just this, but it also includes all 12 of these listed out for you that you can go and grab. So yeah. You don't have to ferociously take notes, or if you got on here late, you don't have to go back and tell us to rewind. You can always watch it later, but
that's it.
All right, keep going.
Next one. Okay, number 2. Now this is such a well-known site in certain circles, but not among marketers. And this is why it's so interesting to share this, because it's called Internships.com, and it is by far the largest place online to post and find internships. Now, as marketers, you may not even realize that you can post and find interns either for free or for very low amounts, $10, $15 an hour.
This is, I'm like telling people to call college career centers and to go to Craigslist. And
it's right here. And this, there's hundreds of thousands of people, some of them very capable, very skilled, who are just looking for somewhere to work. And so, of course, especially in this economy. So let me show you how it works, internships.com. There's 2 areas. The area that you want to go for, obviously, is as an employer. So click on that. And then, as you'll see here, on the right-hand side, post internships for free. So it doesn't cost anything to actually create a listing. And if you want to browse some, have a look at remote internships, which is, someone who doesn't have to be in your area. And you can see at the top the categories, some that are very applicable to us: marketing, social media, writing, business, IT. So if we go back to marketing as an example and click on that, and we scroll down, 764 people who are looking.
So you can find people that are actively trying to put themselves into internships. You don't have to just post a job for it. Yes.
Well, the best way is to post.
Okay, to post and
it's very, it's very easy, and like I say, it's free, and you will find loads of people who are willing to gain experience. Now, there are.
Free. Hang on, it's free to post.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's amazing because like within corporations, a lot of companies know about this, but among entrepreneurs, very few do. And it's such a valuable resource for finding workers.
You're already embarrassing me because I take a lot of pride in knowing all these resources, and sites.
The title of this Street Live event is most marketers don't know about. That's
I know. I should have made a bet with you because I was going to bet with you at the beginning that I would know at least half of these, and I'm already at 50%. I'm not.
Yeah. When I sometimes present this live on stages, I always get tons of people coming up afterwards, and they go, I'm a ninja on resources, and I didn't know most of these. So that makes me happy. I'm a researcher. All right, next one, number 3. Now, this is a pretty new resource, so I don't know if you've heard about this, Joe, but it's called Find My Audience. And what it is, it's a Google resource. The website is thinkwithgoogle.com. And basically what it allows you to do among a preset list of types of businesses is find where your ideal audience is hanging out on YouTube. And it's really interesting how it works. Let me show you, actually.
This is incredible.
Yeah. So if you go to this website, Think with Google, and then select Find My Audience, then what you'll do is select, first of all, the type of audience. And there's 2 options. You can either have an in-market audience, a direct audience, or an affinity audience. So for this example, let's select as an example, or I'll just show you the options here. So it doesn't have every business type, but it has a lot of them. If we go to business services and click start now, it says here's 10 YouTube audience who are researching or planning to purchase business services. So very highly relevant. So if you want to delve into specifically more about those audience, you can click on view details, and it gives you more information about those, where those people are hanging out. In other words, what channels they're watching, and you can add them to your profile to save that audience. So basically Google's trying to, make it easier for you to find the right target. So in this case, there's some surprises there. That the Breakfast Club power radio station, for example, who knew that was a place where a lot of people,
This is awesome. And you're going to be embarrassing me throughout, I got a feeling, because I should know this, and I did not know this existed.
Yeah, so here's another, if we go to another example here, and go to travel, which is one that I'm particularly interested in, and we go for an affinity audience, which is people that have an affinity for this topic, not directly. So in this case, YouTube says, let me show you about people that are travel buffs, people that have a lot of trips. And it shows you these are the channels. Again, who knew that Smithsonian was a channel that a lot of people watch? Yeah. And it also shows other products and services.
Cool. So if anybody who does Facebook advertising or any type of social media advertising, number one, but that is also, this is relevant for people who don't, who are just trying to figure out what audiences to appeal to. This is amazing.
Yeah. So, the only sort of downside is it doesn't have every type of business, but it has some pretty major categories, and it's well worth a look at because, essentially, obviously, YouTube is trying to encourage people to do more YouTube advertising. And this is kind of a little secret hack to make it easier for people.
Yeah, where Justin's already getting his mind blown. He's saying,
"Oh, good.
What the heck?"
I have to put the pieces back together.
I feel like I'm opening up Christmas presents, and this is I'm on my 4th one already.
It's so fun, isn't it? All right, number 4. As marketers, most of us have some type of written content, And there's a lot of resources out there to help with that. But the one that I like the best for outsourcing content is the letter I, writer.com, iwriter.com. And the writers are outsourced all over the world for people that want to work at home. And it is insanely inexpensive to have articles, as in text, like a magazine article or blog article or that kind of thing written. Let me show you how it works. So as low as $1.40 per article. Yeah. A lot of the writers are in the Philippines, but they have very good English. So if you go to and there's a little secret resource in addition to this. If you go to iWriter and click on pricing, you can see that there's 4 tiers. So depending on sort of how advanced the topic is, if it's like a very technical medical topic or something like that, you will need more of a specialist, which is going to cost you a whopping $13 for a 150-word article. The other aspect of it that is incredibly cool is content syndication. Now, what this means is getting your article on sites like NBC, ABC, Fox, and CBS. And what they'll do is they'll get over 100 backlinks from well-known media sites across the United States for you. Just go to that link at the top of the screen there, click on order content syndication, and you will be shocked at how much this costs, Joe. So you select a category and then enter your details. It's $49 to get 100 backlinks from those media sources. Now they're called media citations in the PR world. You may have heard of that. And in the past, I've paid $2,000 for exactly this. I don't know how they're doing it, but they are. And so what used to cost me $2,000 is now costing $49 to get backlinks from literally NBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, and other mainstream business websites. And so you can, this is a way that you can legitimately say, as seen on those media channels on your website.
Yeah, when you see people that say as seen on all these different media channels, it's because they're using syndicated resources like this. Andrew, I had heard of iWriter, and I actually recommend it in my program. I did not know about the content syndication feature. Again, I was trying to score myself here. I thought I was at 50%, but that's a point. I only knew that one half, so it's a 0.5. So I'm 1.5 in out of 4 resources. This is super cool. So iWriter.com, the letter I.
That's it. You got it. So that's for content. And then to get content distributed among all those 100 media outlets with high quality backlinks, it's insanely inexpensive to do that. Yeah.
Steve says it's cool, but he means to put exclamation points behind that because this is really cool, Steve.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Now, this is sort of, we're going to take a little pause here, Joe. And I before I share the next resource with you, I'm going to show you a little video. Now, I don't believe that you've ever met this lady, but she sent me a video to show you. So here we go.
I'm Anna Fredrickson. We've never met, but I hear you're from Leesburg, and you're teaching people how to operate a marketing agency in their hometown. I also hear you have 10 kids. That's quite a task. Good luck, and I hope to meet you soon.
Well, 9 kids, yeah. So I don't believe that you've ever met Anna. Is that right?
Off saying, "Hey, Joe." I heard it faintly.
Yeah, Joe. Let me play it again for you.
Hello, Joe. I'm Anna Fredrickson. We've never met, but I hear you're from Leesburg, and you're teaching people how to operate a marketing agency in their hometown. I also hear you have 10 kids. That's quite a task. Good luck, and I hope to meet you soon.
Now, have you?
She knew my name. She knew my location. My company's in Leesburg. Yeah. She knew that I had 10 children. We've actually had 10. We have 9. We lost one to heaven, but we have 9. But she knew this, and I've never met her. So how did you do this?
Okay, so here's why I wanted to share this resource with you, and it is a resource. Now, this is Justin said, "Where do we send a large check thanking you?" That no check required. This is fun for us.
You can make it out to me.
So Anna, quite bizarrely, Anna doesn't exist. And if you're just listening to this, you really need to see this video because I think you'd agree, Joe. Anna looks 100% real, right?
Yeah.
There's no indication that she doesn't exist.
Right. And this looks amazing. And
Yeah.
and I would not guess that she's not real.
So this is like seriously futuristic technology that I'm going to show you. It uses the power of AI, and the resource is called synthesia.io. Now this is still in a beta format. However, you can try it.
This is AI videos.
Yeah, you can try it out for free, and that's what I did to create that video for you. All I did was typed out that little script, and it created a real looking woman that said those words to you. And it's just, I mean, this is real mind-blowing stuff. So let me show you how it works, and then I'll show you an application.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah, it really is.
I already anticipate the applications for this.
Okay, so when you go into create a free account to test it out, you can choose the person. You can see there's male and female models depending on, you know, who you'd like to sort of represent your brand. And then you simply type or paste your script, just like I've done there, into the little box below the video, and you can preview it to see how it sounds. And then when you're ready, you just click on the make video button. That's it. You can change the color of the background.
What?
Yeah, you can add music.
You can add music.
And it sends you a little notification by email a couple of minutes later and says, here's your video. Now, you can create these videos just to sort of try out yourself. Like I say, it's still in early beta, but what they're planning to do with it, which I think is really cool, is, and very exciting, is to give you the ability to integrate this as a automated system in your business. So let's say someone buys one of your courses. Imagine as soon as they bought it, like 2 minutes later, they get an email with a video from Anna that says, hey, Brenda, thanks for buying the course from Joe. You know, hope you're having a good day there in Las Vegas. And, you know, any other sort of relevant information that she's put in at the time that she made the order. And that, like I say, that potential exists. This is what they're working on right now, to fully automate that system so that these video messages that are personalized to the person's name are sent out automatically by linking in with your CRM system.
Oh my gosh, people. I mean, it's like personalized customer service via AI. And it extracts their personal information from their order form and then can spit it back inside the sentence. Like, that's incredible. This is incredible. There's a lot of ways people could use this, but that's an incredible example.
Yeah, and you know, another example might be cold reach out. You know, if you have a specific sort of message that you want to send to a bunch of people, like, you know, maybe from LinkedIn or something like that, to save you creating all the videos. I mean, it truly is mind-blowing stuff. This, you know, this, you can see where technology is heading now. And
they have this for free to try it out.
Yeah, you can try it out for free. If you want to
after that. Yeah,
if you want to actually create some videos to use, I think the account starts at $20 a month, something like that. Very inexpensive.
Wow.
Yeah. And, you know, of course, this is...
Can we repeat the URL again for everyone?
Yeah, the URL is called Synthesia. So it's SYNTHESIA. Synthesia.io.
I got it.
IO. And, of course, this is, you know, we're seeing this type of technology used on Facebook for bad purposes. You know, they're calling it deep fake videos, where they can make a politician, for example, say something completely different to what they actually said. So it's you know,
wow.
It can be used for good or bad, and we want to use it for good.
Time out. We should stop the show and charge everyone for the next 7. We can stop right here like a cliffhanger, and everyone send money to hear the next 7.
If we were mean, we would do that.
Just
But we're
save
not going to do
a ton of money and time, and you're
Yeah.
making people money and time with all this. This is cool. What's
All right,
this?
the next one is if you're just starting out and you want a new business name, it's very hard to come up with a name, but this is such a cool tool because, again, it uses AI to help you come up with name suggestions. It's called namelix.com, name, NAMELIX.com. And again, let me show you how it works.
Namelix.
So it's to generate a business name for you based on a keyword that you enter. So that's all you have to come up with as a keyword. So if we use, in this case, as an example, the writer as a keyword, if we want a business about writing or offering writing services, you can select a short, medium, or long name, and then it'll go out and not only will it come up with names,
What?
but it comes up with, it shows you pre-made brands.
So you can kind of see it in a logo format.
These are all logos.
Awesome.
Yeah, these are all logos on the screen. So some of them are available for sale because they're pre-made based on the topic, and some of them are just suggestions. So as you can see, just scrolling through, there's tons of them.
What?
And isn't it cool to see them in logo format?
Yes. Really, really cool. And because so many people are visual and they can't imagine a name. They can't imagine a name as a logo, and they're trying to figure out how would that look like in a hat or a shirt.
How's it going to look? That's right.
Yeah.
And as you saw, they do also offer these pre-made ones. So, if you've got a bit of a budget available, it's such a great way to get something up and running fast because they've got the whole brand available. That's obviously how they're monetizing this.
So is it free so not only they give you the name suggestions, they give you the logo suggestions.
Yes, exactly.
This is a hybrid and a step up from something that I had heard about before. This takes the cake over it. Is it free to use it? And then they charge you if you want to buy some of the branding stuff.
Yes, exactly. Free to use, and you only pay if you want one of their high-end brands.
Why didn't we think of this idea and sell it? What the heck? This is so cool. It's awesome.
Oh, very good.
This is a problem. I've done so much searching and then try to figure out what's next.
Yeah.
Really cool. So Thomas says this is fire. So it is, right, Thomas? How you doing, man? Glad to see you on here.
Good stuff.
Justin has got his Vimo out and says, I'm going to send you some money here for the next time. And he's wondering where you find all this stuff. Okay, next one.
All right, next one is ubersuggest.com. This is a tool from Neil Patel, and such a valuable resource. And let me show you how I use it because it has a lot of different applications, but the way I use it, I think, has been overlooked by many marketers, and it's such a great way to dominate any market. So, ready for this?
This one runs the risk of more people knowing about it, but they're not going to know probably what you're going to show us.
Yeah. So ubersuggest.com. Again, Neil Patel, who's a ninja with SEO and all things to do with research and competition. So basically, what you do with Ubersuggest, or how I like to use it, is type in a domain or a keyword. In this case, I'm going to type in domain, which is how I like to use it. I'm going to type in digitalmarketer.com, the well-known company there, training, and click search. Now, I'm now...
I have a meeting with them Monday.
Excuse me, I'm getting excited. How I like to use this is click on top pages on the left-hand side. Now, this is real insider information because what it's showing you is the pages from this well-known brand, Digital Marketer, that have the most visits. Now, once you know that, what you can, first of all, what it's telling you is these are their most popular pages, right? So, for example, you can see there that one of their most popular pages is called Marketing Tools. Do you see that? 30,000 visits, like way more than any other page. And then on the right-hand side,
that's awesome.
It shows you the number of backlinks. So not only does it show you the number of backlinks, but it shows you what the backlinks are. So first of all, you can see what the most popular content is for any competitor website, and see where their traffic is coming from.
And all of this is free that you're showing.
This is all free. So you can
this isn't in the paid version.
No, this is free. Now, to get the full list of backlinks, there is an upsell for, but you get you get a whole bunch of them for free. So you can see here. This is delving into the keywords. Now you can see what their top keywords are for digital marketer. But that's the way I like to use it, because it basically reverse engineers how they became popular for SEO, and you can do that with any major website. This
just showing how to use this correctly, or the way that you just showed, invaluable.
Yeah, it's such a,
because everyone uses these tools for keywords. Sorry.
Yeah, it's basically you're getting insider information on any business. You're getting right to the heart of what has made them, what resources, what content has made them successful. So yeah, Neil is the man. He's great. He's such a clever guy, and the fact that he makes tools like this available for free is really cool, isn't it?
And he bought this. He bought it under a different name and then kind of
interesting. I didn't know that.
He bought it and then he revamped it.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, he's done a great job with it.
Brett has some criticism. This is incredible.
Lots of exclamation marks. Yeah.
Thank you, smart. He puts the exclamation point. See, Steve? Learn. Okay.
All right, next one. This is a pretty new one, and I love it. It's called Card with 2 R's. So it's CARRD.co. Now, there are lots of website builders out there, right? Name a few of them, Joe. Like the simple ones.
GoDaddy,
exactly.
Squarespace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's none like this. And this is where I've
never heard of this. I feel like I've known them all.
This is where they found a gap in the market, and it's just brilliant what they've done. So Card is, I think, is by far the best website builder if you just want one page, a one page, whatever it is. Let me show you some of the options here. It's so cool what they've done here, because the designs are beautiful. Basically, they're fully responsive as well, mobile friendly, and you can build it for lots of different purposes. So you can have it sort of like a page about yourself. You can have a landing page. I'll show you some options here at the moment. And if you want the pro version, it's free, by the way. But if you want to add a custom domain and a form and things like that, it's $19 a year. A year.
Oh my gosh.
Now you can have, these are the different types of pages you can have, and some examples here. Look how beautiful these pages are.
Yeah, this looks amazing. And they're one-page sites.
Yeah, one page. So it's obviously for one specific purpose, and they're all templated. They're all beautiful. You can have a profile page about yourself, to tell the world about who you are. You can create a landing page for a product or service. You can create a form. You can create a portfolio type page, or a page with multiple different sections. So as an example, if I go to landing page, scroll down and show you the demo here. Look how beautiful this looks. I see that zoom in there. Nice slow zoom.
This is insane.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's very, this is the key. It's very modern, very
exactly
new design. The design's beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful designs. Now, if we select that, you can see what you get within the pro features, which is absolutely a no-brainer, because it's $19 a year, and you get all those advanced features like the forms and so on. But this is basically how it looks when you come up with, when you start the design. You literally just click on it, change the text. It is so super duper easy to use. Like, anyone can do this, right? There's no coding, there's no technical stuff. You basically click on something and says, change this text, or click on the box to change the image. That's it. It's ridiculously easy to use. So there's no excuse for anyone not to have a really good looking page.
Even at the very least for their personal brand, but most certainly this also is this is great. This is a great tool that I can see people using for like one-off projects and
exactly.
Some other little things that they're doing and they need marketing stuff for, but they don't really want to go full blown with a WordPress site. Although with all the features you just showed, this can be your main site.
Oh, it really could be, yeah. But I also love the idea of using it for a specific project. Like, let's say, you're releasing an ebook or even a book, for example. This is an ideal type of page to use to promote that. Or you just want to capture leads for one specific purpose. Just pop up one of these. No technical, no coding required. I just love that aspect of it.
Okay, so let's repeat the URL again for everyone listening.
So the URL is card, spelled CARRD.co. Card.co. And like I said, to get the pro features, which includes a custom domain, all the forms which integrate with all the major mail programs, Google Analytics, various widgets from Stripe and PayPal and things like that. All of those $19 a year. I mean, who can't afford that for a beautiful looking?
I'll tell you what. If somebody was on here listening right now and they said, I need a new business idea, or I need to figure out how to earn some income on my own, maybe a side hustle, or you're like, I want to go all in as my own digital consultant, and have a product to sell. There's a lot of people that still have really bad websites, and you could sell websites, or even $1,000 will make you look ridiculously inexpensive compared to the next guy, and you could show you could actually make a bunch of mock-ups.
Absolutely,
since it's so cheap to do it with this, that you could show somebody that you would design their website for who would happily pay you $1,000 because they don't want to do the do-it-yourself stuff. They don't want to have to log in and build it out. They just want someone to do it for them. $1,000, and you could sell 10 of those a month to make 120,000 a year. This removes excuses for A, getting online, having a beautiful website, and 2, not wondering what else could I add to my portfolio if I'm a digital agency or consultant. Or what kind of side hustle should I have where it could be valuable to somebody else but costs me so little that there's a big profit margin. This is awesome.
Yeah, you're 100% right with that. There's no excuse. And what we got to remember is that the average person doesn't know about even resources like Wix or Squarespace. They just don't even know it exists. So
that's right.
We it's very easy for us to take this for granted and think, oh, everybody knows how to build a free website. They don't, nor do they have the inclination.
Yeah. Well, listen, Sebastian's already saying this is probably the most valuable video he's ever watched, and I'm with them. I only have known about 2.5 of these resources. I have 0.5 on iWriter. I only had 0.5 because you blew my mind with that. If there's some of you are on here, some of you are on here late. Let me just say this, Andrew. Sorry to interrupt. And they came on here late. We're now, the viewership's even going up. And I know some people are listening to this and be glad they did. If you came on here late and if you were on here early, write in the comments if you think someone should watch this from the beginning when they have a chance, because I feel really bad for the people who got on here late. This is incredible.
That makes me happy.
That. All right, keep going. This was awesome.
Right. Okay,
number 8.
Yeah, next one. This is so cool. Again, art of emails. Now, most people when it comes to writing good quality emails, they don't know what to say, right? It may be, especially if your English isn't your strongest point in terms of communicating well and professionally and so on as a business owner. And art of emails changes all that, because basically it gives you for free a whole bunch of proven email templates, proven being the operative word, that you can use in basically any circumstance. And the emails are really, really good. So
time out. Time out. I am really close to stopping you so we can start charging for this. I kind of want to make someone pay to know that this exists, because I kind of want to know this for myself.
Yeah.
Where did you find this?
I forget actually. I mean, I'm constantly researching, and
I mean, I know people are going to be blown away with your free gift you're going to give them. At the end of this. that alone is a reason to watch this all the way through. If the resources aren't good enough for you,
yeah.
But they kind of want to know, where do you find this? This is insane. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, that's okay. I've been doing it a long time. You know, I've been in this business for a good 20 years, and so I've just developed a must-see Soto TV. I've developed a sort of a sixth sense for you know, digging and researching, and that's one of the things that I just genuinely love to do. So you know, there are some sites out there that sort of give you a heads up when companies are launching, and I'm always sort of trying out different resources and so on. So yeah, so let me show you how I use Art of Emails. It's, again, how come you disappear, by the way, on your
I have control. I can remove myself if I want to take a drink of water or something.
I see. Very good.
I was removing myself because if I share some of the comments, then it covers your face, and so I want to make sure they can see you talk.
I see. I thought maybe your internet connection had dropped out.
No, okay, it's great. You're great. Sorry to spare you.
So artofemails.com. It's amazing that they provide all of this for free. You can see some of the topics, 60 plus email and sales email templates, like how to get how to follow up, how to pitch to the press, how to onboard new customers, how to sell to existing customers. So here's an example here. Let's look at.
You've seen these templates, and that you're just so everyone's listening. Andrew is a copywriting expert, and that's, some people can say that. Not very many people actually can mean it and live up to it, and Andrew does. He's one of the best at copy. One of the most influential direct marketers of our time. Dan Kennedy and his organization recently hired Andrew as a consultant to help with their copy for one of their upcoming product launches. So Andrew's a wizard at copy. So for him to recommend Art of Emails, I don't think you're doing it lightly. You've already kind of vetted it and say, yeah, hey, templates are pretty.
This is good stuff. You know, when you say templates, you kind of maybe think corporate style and so on, but no, this is like, these are really well written emails. So you can see this example here. It's very, you know, it sounds like a real human wrote it rather than some corporate employee. You know, it starts off with, wow, within the last couple of days, the situation in the world has become at best utterly confusing and at worst kind of terrifying. Am I sick already? Can I leave? And it goes on. You see, that's a great hook. It's topical. It's interesting. You know, you're telling a story. And so that's why I recommend this resource, because they genuinely know how to write good copy. And the fact that they're giving this to you on a silver platter to use for free, again, there's no excuse.
How do they make money? What's their monetization for this?
I don't know, because at the moment, everything's free. So maybe in the future, they're planning to have more, you know, maybe another level or something. But at the moment, it's free.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
This is a great resource. I'm so happy you shared this with me. I'm going to share it with everyone. I'm going to share with all my students, my coaching students, everyone. Thank you.
Again, no excuse not to have good quality communication.
Good quality communication, good quality follow-up. I mean, this is great.
Yeah.
You know how many people avoid writing email sequences and email follow-up because they don't trust their copy skills.
Most.
It's most, as you know. And it's the most expensive thing to outsource.
Yeah.
Copywriting is probably the most expensive thing to outsource. And I always tell people, listen, you know, learn copywriting because it's one of the most expensive things to outsource. It's a sales skill in writing. And you just gave them
it's a great shortcut.
All right. Okay,
next one is this is one of my favorites, and that's because I'm I'm a sort of a geek when it comes to technology, and this just blows my mind that this even exists. So it's called Dscript.com, and it is designed for audio and video editing, but it does it in a completely different way than any other company does it. And it's apps to say this is a game changer. I wish everybody in the world knew about this that has a podcast or does regular video content or creates any type of like audiobooks or things like that. So as you know, Joe, I recently wrote a book called Walt Disney's Way about my experiences and, lessons from Walt Disney over the years that I'm a big fan of. And the way I created the audiobook was using this tool, Dscript. Have I told you about this?
You did not, but I'm not, maybe you did. Somebody told me about this, or I found it a while back, and I shared it at a mastermind group meeting, and I blew everyone in the room away with it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
The video on their homepage is a masterclass on how to do video marketing, but the video on the homepage makes you go, wow.
Yeah, it really does. Yeah, I was going to say that actually, that you must watch their promo video because it is completely a brilliant example. Like this company, in my mind, they can't do anything wrong. They just yesterday released the ability to handle video. Up until now, it is in an audio editor.
I didn't know that. So now it is video.
They just released video. So basically, what this does, in a nutshell, is it allows you to edit an audio clip or a video, or in other words, the video and the audio, via editing the text. Now, obviously, if you've done audio editing or video editing, you know that what you're doing normally is editing a timeline with either a waveform or a preview of the video. So being able to edit the actual text is a game changer. So in other words, when you upload, well, let me show you how to use it actually. First of all, it's a software-based tool. You can access it also online, but it's the best way to use it is as a software downloadable tool. So go to Dscript.com, and once you've installed the software, there's that brilliant promo video, by the way, which is just so good. So it gives you. I'm just showing you the homepage here. It gives you a little bit of info about how it looks. The one of the features on it, which is a game changer, is you can tell the tool anytime I say or something like that, get rid of all of those. So if, like most of us, you say a lot of ums in your recordings, with one click, it's going to delete all of them. One click, right? That alone is a game changer. Yeah,
the fact that you don't have to go in physically or manually edit it. Bruce says it doesn't think Dscript would replace a live person editor entirely. And the answer is, of course, if you can afford to have a live person editing all your content, that can be awesome. But this does have features that is more efficient and faster than what a live editor could ever do.
Yeah, this is just to clarify this, and that's why I said sort of I'm a geek. This is not a tool I recommend that you personally use if you're sort of, you don't have an affinity with editing. I do, but if you have an editor, tell them about this because they're going to love you for it.
Yeah.
Let me show you one of the other killer features, which again is sort of mind blowing because it's so futuristic. It has the ability now, using AI technology, to replace a word anywhere in your script with another word that you never said, you never recorded,
and it sounds like you.
So it is you because it uses AI. Let me tell you how I used this recently. I did a webinar in the States where throughout the webinar I was using examples that were dollar figures, and so every time I needed to use that webinar in the European market, but I didn't want to record it all over again. So using Dscript, I highlighted the word dollar in the script and selected it every time it appeared, and I typed in the word pound instead, right, or pounds, and within a few seconds it created the word pounds with my voice, even though I never said the word pounds.
It's amazing.
And you can do that with any word. There is a little bit of training that you need to do. It asks you to read a script, and that's, you know, part of how it makes it more easy for it to, and you only need to do that once, by the way, to sort of set up the system. But this is truly futuristic technology. They didn't invent that, but they license it, and they've incorporated it in the platform. So
when I was first showing this,
and
sharing this in a room of people, there was a professional videographer editor in there. And he said to me afterwards, I think you might have just changed my life. He said that the speed of which I can now do some of this editing stuff for my client, which was a person that was in the room, he said, is going to be exceptional. And I saw him like 2 months afterwards, and I said, are you using Dscript? He says, I use it every day.
So, that's awesome. Yeah. So basically what you do, the workflow is you import either your audio or video file, and then it does a transcription. So it converts that audio or video into text. That's the first thing that that's the first thing that it does. Then you edit your audio or video by editing the text. So if you want to take out a line, edit it out, cut it out, you highlight that text in the document and press delete.
Yeah.
Like I cannot, like, this is something you have to see to believe, because the way that it makes the way that it makes editing so much easier cannot be overstated. Like to go from having to edit from a timeline where you only see a waveform and you have to listen to the script, versus looking at the words on the page that you said, and editing those words by deleting them or adding a word or whatever. It's just such a game changer, and it's such a fun tool to use. Like, I cannot say enough good things about this software, because
if you're not the one who could use it, like, you could hire a VA inexpensively.
Like I said, that's right.
Very easily learn this and do it for you, who does geek out on a more technical editing process.
Yes. It may not be the right tool for you personally, but it for sure is if you work within your business any audio or video type of content. It is such a game changer. Like, this is truly revolutionary for audio and video editing, and I don't use that word lightly. It is absolutely revolutionary.
Yeah, and you've got a background in this.
Yeah, that was my original background. I was a BBC cameraman and then producer.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm raving about it so much, because and they're such a great company. I mean, when I first used it, as with any software tool, you know how you pick up on little niggles and annoyances and things. Well, I wish they'd done this. There wasn't a single thing that I could criticize. And that's what just blew me away too. Like, not only was it revolutionary, but they did everything right. They are such, I really think this company is going places. And I think in a few years' time, they're just going to dominate, because what they've got and the way they're doing it is so, so good.
So it's Dscript.com, Dscript.com.
That's it. Yeah. Dscript.com.
Okay, we're going to charge $100 for the next few resources. We're calling for money. All right, awesome. So now we're on number 11.
Okay, this is another favorite. This is the Lesextracted.com. Now, I know that some of your peeps are agencies and so on, and this is a game changer for finding leads. Basically, it's a tool that extracts unlimited leads with all of the information about those leads from Google Maps in as fast time as you could possibly scroll through Google Maps. And it is so fun to create huge lists incredibly fast. So the Lesextracted.com, let me show you how I use it. So here's Google Maps.
Stop right there, and everyone right now is like saying, what WTF right now?
Yeah, this is so easy to use too. I mean, it's like there's tools that do something like this, but they're very technical. This one is absolutely non-technical. It's just a Chrome extension is what
if you came on late, we will give you we have a free gift, and we're going to be able to give you all these tools. You will want to watch it as well.
You can watch the replay too, Ali. Yeah.
Yeah, and get the replay. Okay, keep going.
Okay, so here's Google Maps, which is what it's all based on. Brett likes this one. So basically, you just download the Chrome extension first of all. You can get a bunch of them for free, and there's a paid option. So if we do plumber, for example, in your area, which is fairly small, right? Plumber, Leesburg.
Yeah.
And basically, once you've typed in, once you've typed in the search term,
This is cool.
Just to recap, it would be the name of a business type, like plumber, chiropractor, restaurant, any type of local business, right?
Yeah.
And a location. So in this case, I'm using your location, which is a small town, right?
Yeah.
Leesburg. So
yeah,
the results
we're like 30,000 people.
Yeah. When the first results appear, as you can see here, that's the point where you press the Chrome extension. So it's one button you click, right?
Yeah.
And what happens is it pops up like this. Then
export the list.
Then what you do is you scroll down and you click next, and you basically keep clicking next. So here's the next page of results. Each page, I think, is 20 results. So you keep clicking through until there's no more results. And you can see them on the map too, being previewed here. So that's 60, I think. And here's another one. I think this is, hi, Carrie. I think that's 80. So now you click the Chrome extension again, click export, and click download results as CSVs. And this is what it gives you. Look at this.
What?
You get, so in this case, we've got 81 plumbers in your town. It gives us the name, their full address, their email, if it has it, the phone number, the category.
Extracted this is amazing. The way what it pulls all the stuff from their listing. It
tells you if they've claimed the Google My Business listing.
Which somebody could have a whole business helping people just claim their listings, by the way. Just sorry.
Yes, exactly. That's a good point. It tells you if it tells you their website, all of the websites. It tells you their average rating as a business. It tells you if they've the search URL gives you their LinkedIn address, their Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest.
So it's grabbing the social networks off for you too.
Yes, it tells you if they've got a Facebook pixel installed on their page. It tells you if they've got Google Tag Manager. It tells you if they've got Google Analytics installed, and it gives you their opening hours. What? So as you said, there's a whole business here, very simply, just to see if there's a service that you provide, like them Google what do they call it, my business listing, or if they're using all their social media, or if they've got reviews, or if they haven't got reviews, and so on. So that's one business. Now
Dude, Andrea. Now, just so everyone understands, I have not seen all. I made him not show me these resources ahead of time. Right. I only know of 3 of the 12. All of them are mind blowing. 4 of the 12. I forgot about. I knew Dscript. This is sick.
Yeah. So here's the fun part. As you can see, in this case, we've got 9 emails. So we haven't got all the emails, but here's the next part of the equation. So you can get all of the emails. Would that be cool?
Yes.
So what you want to do is simply, so you take that spreadsheet that they've given you, and you go to another site called hunter.io. Hunter.io. And what you do is you upload your list to hunter.io. It goes out and it finds the emails for you, and it uses.
Got it.
Yeah, it gives you a certain amount for free, and then there's a paid upgrade. So it basically, I don't know how it does it, but it does it. And here's an example of a list that I did recently of photographers. So now you can see here's the whole list, and it's got every email. And in this case, there's hundreds and hundreds. This is for photographers, by the way. This was photographers in.
But once you uploaded the list to hunter.io, it pulled all the emails down.
Yes, exactly. So if you want the emails, that's how that's how you get all of the emails.
There's going to be a lot of people who are going to be rewatching this. This is cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's like when you think about, Google Maps is all over the world. It has every business category. And this tool is so incredibly easy to use. That's the other thing that I really like about it, is because there's, they call these scrapers.
You've stopped sharing the screen for some reason. Just keep in mind.
Sorry. Let me bring that
back.
back.
I just want to, we kind of need to take a deep breath for a second. The first time I'm allowing the show to go over an hour. We haven't gotten to number 12. And I would let this go for another 3 hours if you had another 30 to go through. But we can't. So let's keep going.
Okay.
And if everyone likes this, give me a thumbs up in the comments. And if you're listening to this as a podcast later, then give us a review. Can you go on to my podcast show and give me a review on? You can go to Apple, iTunes, Spotify. In fact, everybody, I would appreciate it if you did that. This is awesome.
Yeah, this is all about providing.
So it's just to be clear, the URL for that one was called. Let me pull it back on the screen.
The Lesextracted.com. Simple name.
Extractor, and we'll have it in the show notes too.
Yeah, I love how simple it is. Like what I showed you is exactly how you use it, and it's that simple.
Yeah.
Which is it's a game changer. Thank you, Justin. Very kind. All right, ready to yes, exactly. Yes. I didn't mention that, but yeah.
Crazy. This is amazing. Okay.
Okay, next one, number 12 is Happy Scribe, and it's happyscribe.com. Now, it is a transcription and subtitle tool. And interestingly, a bunch of these tools have popped up in the last couple of years. But the reason why I love this one as a standout compared to the others is very simple. So transcription and subtitling. Transcription, as a reminder, is taking audio or video content and giving you the text of that. So it converts an audio or video into text, like an article. And subtitles are what appear on the bottom of a screen when you're watching a video content, right? So if you want subtitles for sharing an Instagram video or Facebook or something like that, it's good for that type of use. Now, here's why I really like this particular platform. First of all, very simple to use. If we do transcription as an example, just click on transcription, and you can try it out with a sample, or you can upload a file, which would be audio or video. But for this example, we'll just do the sample. You can ignore the questions there. This is just an example. And then when the file is ready, it says open dashboard, and there is your script from the video. You just click it. In this case, it's using a TED video as an example. So if we just play this, you'll see it's gonna give the opening of the TED. You know that sound, I'm sure, if you watch TED. And then when the guy starts speaking, you'll see it highlighted on the screen here.
So this will be any type of video.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Which means I had to write a lot of papers. Now, when a normal
So first of all,
like this.
One of the reasons I like this tool is because it's incredibly accurate. That was what we just saw.
That's a big deal, because a lot of the cheap ones are not.
Yes, exactly. You just saw that was 100% accurate, right?
Yeah.
And you can see it highlighted each word, so we can follow along if we want to. So we've got our example script there done. Now, one of the things that it does, that it offers you, and this is one of the reasons I love it, because I work internationally, is it enables you with one click to translate that script into a different language.
Oh my gosh.
Right. So let's do Spanish as an example. So we literally one click and it's going to come up with the Spanish translation in a moment. There we go. Now, of course, you're going to need a native speaker to tweak it. But here's the thing. That took like 10 seconds to do that translation. It is so much easier and faster for a native speaker to work from something that's like 90% there, than to have to type out from scratch a translation. So that's the first game changer, that you can click a button and just do that so easily. The other reason that I really love this tool is because it you can add, once you've got that script, you can now add with one click all of those titles, all of those words back into the video as subtitles. Right?
Oh, wow.
That's a game changer to do it that easily with one click. The other reason I love it is because it translates, not translates, it does transcription in 119 languages. Now, what you'll find is that although there's a lot of transcription tools out there, most of them are only English. Yeah. And so if you do any type of work with other languages, which I do, this is the only tool.
Or if you have clients that do work in other languages. I've had clients say to me, can we run advertising to the Hispanic market and speak and have the language translated? I'm like, no.
This opens up the possibility to work in other languages, which is something worth considering, because why ignore all of these great opportunities worldwide? For example, in Spanish is a big one that's very underserved right now. There's huge opportunities in the Spanish language. So that's happyscribe.com. Again, the basic level is free, and it's such an easy tool to use. I love it. Wow.
Andrew, you've over-delivered, man, and you're going to over-deliver with this free gift, I know as well. You want to tell everyone about it?
I've got one more.
What? You got a bonus one?
Yeah, because that's a baker's dozen.
Who wants to hear a bonus one? Does anybody want to hear a bonus one? A bonus thing? Is anybody?
Well, I was getting carried away putting them together, so I thought, why not?
Oh my gosh! So lucky 13.
All right, here we go. So number 13 is it's an oldie but a goodie. It's called Follow Up Then. Have you heard of it?
No, dang it. Amazing. I'm so excited. I feel like I'm literally opening up Christmas presents and I found one extra one under the tree.
This is a game changer for productivity. And someone told me about it a while back, and I didn't use it, but then I heard about it again and I tried it, and I'm like, what? I was kicking myself for not using it earlier. First of all, it's completely free. What it does is it allows you to empty your inbox by deferring an email. So basically what you do is when you receive an email, you forward it to follow up then, but you put an indicator in front of the follow up then. So for example, if you put 1 week at followupthen.com and you forward the email that just came in, it's going to send that email back to you in a week.
Oh, okay. So, this is crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy because it's such an easy thing to use. You don't even need to register for it.
I can't tell you how many times I've thought to myself, I need to see this in a week from now, or
you can do a day, you can
do an hour. I just flag them all the time, and I never go back and look at my flag.
You can do an hour, you can do a month, you can do a year, whatever you want. You can do 2 days, you can do 10 minutes.
Really neat little tool.
And literally, you just put and it works flawlessly. It's when you send it the email, it sends immediately a confirmation, so you know that it's got it.
Yeah.
And like you say, when you've got those things where you just that it needs to take action on it, but not right now. This is such a great way to empty the email and make yourself more productive. It feels good to get rid of the email, knowing that you don't need to handle it right now. So followupthen.com, completely free. And it's a game changer in productivity. You won't realize how valuable it is until you use it. It's one of those types of tools where, it sort of sounds cool, but it really is a game changer when you actually use it.
That's a key for everybody listening or watching. Followupthen.com. So unless we're using it, we probably aren't going to see the value. Although I already know the value of this because I know how often I defer emails.
Yeah, yeah.
Or it's just the wrong time for me to respond. I see it come in, or whatever it might be, and I know I need to remind myself of it. And I'm terrible with my own reminders.
That's right.
This is epic.
Yeah, good stuff. So there's the baker's dozen, 13
Yes.
resources.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's so funny. This will probably be the most watched show ever on my podcast because of all this. Will you come back sometime and do 12 more?
Let's do round 2 sometime. Yeah.
Okay. So you've got a free offer for everyone. Let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah, this is as it says there, you want more amazing resources every week. And it was you that really encouraged me to do this, Joe, because I have so many and I love sharing them. I've decided to put together a free weekly newsletter where you will get more of these resources. Again, for no other reason than I love sharing them and I love helping you be more productive. So the way to get
you got a better banner. Awesome.
To get that is to go to Get Nifty Clicks. Nifty Clicks is what I like to call them, by the way. Nifty Clicks. I was in a mastermind group years ago, and it was credit where credit is due. It was actually a combination of Ryan Lee and Ryan Dice who came up with the name Nifty Clicks. So I liked that, and I thought they were like, "Oh, these are great Nifty Clicks." I'm like, I'm going to use that.
Yes.
So getniftyclicks.com. There's no charge for this. It's just you'll get a weekly update. And
who would like to see? I would like to hear from everyone. Would you like to get at least one of these new resources introduced to you on a weekly basis? Because all of these have been pretty much free, and you're just giving value, and you're willing to do it on a weekly basis. What a great this is the one newsletter I would never unsubscribe from, by the way.
Yeah, all of the resources have free, are either free or they have free a free plan. Sometimes I recommend resources that are paid too, but it's kind of extra nice when it doesn't cost anything.
Justin says I need to take a nap from all this. Yeah, it's been a little exhausting. I have a call coming up, and I'm genuinely mind blown here. So this is amazing.
Well, I'm happy that I
already signed up. So this is there's not very many lists I tell people to go be a part of and get on, but get on this one. And then Andrew has offered for me to assist him once in a while when I find some cool resources. But I can tell you this. I think I wrote 4 of these I had heard of. 4 of your 12. That's how, and I feel like I'm a ninja when it comes to resources.
You are, but the thing is, there's so many, and I'm happy that I sort of that I accomplished surprising you, because that was one of my aims.
Yeah, super surprised. All of these were next level, and they're useful. And I thank you for coming on here and sharing this so openly, giving this type of value to anyone who chooses to listen or watch this. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's my
I know I'm speaking on behalf of everyone here that this is, Justin says, like the line in Animal House. Thank you, sir. May I have another? Really appreciate this, Andrew. Thank you.
Oh, it's fun to do. As you can see, I geek out on this stuff, and I'm glad that we could provide.
Sign up for this, where they get the 10 that you just went through, or the 12. Or
yeah,
13?
actually, that's a good point. I'll give you like a cheat sheet with all the ones that we shared today, and plus a few bonus ones as well,
and some bonus ones.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much. Doug says thank you so much as well. Everyone's kind of saying thanks, and I really appreciate it, Andrew. We're going to wrap it up here, guys, and I appreciate you guys sharing this out. By the way, if you liked everything you heard here, this is the time to share it with people that maybe need some fun inspiration and new tools that can make their lives easier, their businesses better. And as always, Andrew, you knocked it out of the park. Thanks for being my guest. This is my challenge to everyone, to not be average. Andrew is clearly not average. Thanks again, everyone.
Tune in next week for the Not Your Average Joe Show with international business mentor Joe Soto.